situations and get his team back in the dugout.
Breaking ball through there for a strike. Next offering in there for a strike. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
And it remains 2-2. And there's a ball. Struck him out looking. Now it's Devers at the plate. First pitch doesn't find the zone. There's a strike. 1 out, bases empty. And a swing and a miss.
1-2.
Breaking ball misses down and away. And that is a good eye on a pitch down low. And now it's 3-2. Three and two. The pitch is outside, and ball 4. Willie Adames stands in. On the ground, a second, might be 2. Good feed, that's 1. Throw to first, but he beat it. Now it's Dominic Smith. And that one fouled off. Runner! To first, and he breaks for second. To second, and he's out. And that is that. Second inning set to go. And here is Ben Rice. Webb back to work. Ball 1, no strikes. And misses inside. On the corner for a strike, and it's 2-1.
In today's game, not that many fastball counts, but hitters still in the back of their minds, they're looking for one. 2-0 changeup call right there. Excellent pitch selection to go with.
That's down and in.
Full count.
And that's too high, ball 4. And that's their first base runner of the game. Here's Stanton now. Put that 600 slugging into context. The league average usually in the low 400s. In there at the knees for a strike.
It's 0-1.
Runner at first with no outs here. Base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Oh, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Jazz Chisholm Jr. now. There's a strike. Rice, the lead runner at second. Stanton at first with no outs. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. And that one got a piece of him. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him. So bases all loaded up. Wells getting ready to hit. Golden opportunity right here. Double play ball to second. On to second, but he's in there. Safe. And a run comes in to score. Bases loaded, nobody out. And stepping in for the Yankees, Anthony Volpe. Fastball for a strike.
Well, this is a tough situation with the bases loaded, but the healthiest mindset is just try to get outs one hitter at a time.
And that is out of play.
You need a strikeout, and you need a ball perhaps on the ground for a double play, or get yourself a pop-up, something, but you've got to make some pitches. But if he can battle and get through this.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Ryan McMahon steps to the plate. Went with the sweeper, but it misses.
Could use a ground ball here.
One ball, no
something in the infield. Runner at first base. Get out of this.
Righty delivers.
Nope, ball.
All loaded up here at the top of the second.
Pressure's on right here. 2-0 count, bases loaded. You don't want to fall to a 3-ball count and then walk in or on. He's got to challenge the hitter right here.
On the ground, and that's just foul. Cut on and missed. Good change up right there. And the count is 2-2. That one missed.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. Now it's Trent Grisham to the plate. Grounded out to short in his first trip. And that's through there for a strike.
Tough situation right here. So important as a pitcher to get ahead in the count as he did right there.
Yeah, that's fouled off. So they're all loaded up with 2 outs. And that one missing low. That's a ball. Tried the sweeper.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
All loaded up. Dangerous hitter at the plate. Gets a piece and stays alive.
He hasn't gotten the result yet, but he's got to feel pretty confident. 3 foul balls in a row. He's right on this pitcher.
Next pitch is downstairs. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Dom Smith stands in. And the first offering a fastball for a strike. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. And ball
1 ball, 2 strikes. Ball, that's down.
Swings and misses, and now 1 away. And here is Matt Chapman. Just missed.
No, that missed. 1-0.
And delivers outside.
That's the ball.
That one clips the outside corner, and it's 2-1.
Looks like a really good fastball today. You can hear that catcher's mitt popping. Looking forward to hearing a lot of that one in this one.
1 down, base is empty. Up and in, and that's ball 3.
Full count.
Stays alive. Rodon ready. Here comes. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. That one lifted to left. Stanton sizes this one up. He's got it. 2 down. Drew Gilbert, the next Giant to hit. First offering, and it just misses. And that drops in for a strike. Outside.
Pretty easy to give up on that pitch right there. Started on the edge of the plate with the spin. You know it's going to finish well off the plate.
And now the count filled up 3-2. Got him swinging. On to the 3rd inning. Now at the plate, Aaron Judge.
We all know Yankee Stadium is a great place for Judge to hit home runs. In fact, his coaches joke and say he can sneeze one out to right. Well, the scary part is it might be true.
That's in there. 0-2 now.
0-2.
Ground ball up the middle. On to first. One up, one down. And here comes Bellinger. Grounded out his first time. That one finds the zone, and it's 0-1. Just missed.
1-1.
Up the middle. First 2 batters retired here in the top of the 3rd. 2 outs, base is empty. And up next for New York, Ben Rice. That one fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. Popped up to the left, into foul ground. Chapman makes the catch, inning over. And welcome back to the ballpark as we go to the last of the 3rd. And now the center fielder, Jung-Hoo Lee. First pitch just misses.
1-0.
Just missed. That one misses. 3-0.
Clearly taking all the way there in that 3-0 count. It was a cookie right down the middle.
Fouls one away, and now 3-2. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Good job to fight that one off. That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
When you go that deep into an at-bat, the hitter usually comes out on top.
Christian Koss digs in now. And a strike. Nobody out, runner at first.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Rodon ready, the 0-2 on the way. Fouled off the plate, they'll do it again.
1-2.
In the dirt. He's in there. So a wild pitch allows the runner to advance. Outside with a breaking ball. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Oh, wow. Nice play. But it'll be first and third now. Great effort to get to it, but no real shot at an out. So runners at the corners, nobody out. Patrick Bailey, the next to hit.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Squirts away a little bit. Koss up to second. Runner at third holds, so both runners are now in scoring position. Rodon sets and deals. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Rodon fires. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. Huge strikeout there. Here's Elliot Ramos. He's 0 for 1. That one finds the zone. Strike one.
Well, in this situation with runners on, you've got to get ahead in the count so that you can dictate the rest of the at-bat. Nice job right there.
2 on, 1 out. Just misses there.
This is a situation where the hitter is looking for something up in the zone that he can get his arms extended. What you have to be careful of is that.
Got him. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound. Devers now. He reached out a walk his first time. That missed by a lot. And that is ball 1. And that one fouled off. 2 outs. Swing and a high fly ball pulled foul, and that's out of play. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his back down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the at-bat alive.
Next offering way off the plate. That one to first. Rice. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Start of the 4th. Stepping in the long ball threat, Giancarlo Stanton. Pitch is in there. It's 0-1. Stanton measures 6 feet 6 inches, 245 pounds, and he was a second-round pick back in 2007. Chopper to second. Koss. And they take care of Stanton for the out. Here's the second baseman, Jazz Chisholm Jr. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Bases empty, 1 away. Top half of inning number 4. Swing and a miss. And it's 1-1.
1-1.
That one down the line, and foul ball. Goes down looking. 2 down, bases empty. Here's the Yankees catcher now, Austin Wells. In there at the knees. And that's strike 1.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
Up the middle. Whips it to first on the run. On the money. Nice play. Back here in San Francisco. Bottom of the 4th. And digging in for San Francisco, Willy Adames. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike. Next pitch misses. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Just missed with that backdoor breaking ball. If he gets a swing and miss or called strike, 0-2 count. Instead, it's 1-1. Look for him to go back to that pitch later in this at bat.
That misses the zone, and the count's even at 2. And that skips in the dirt.
Allowing this 3-ball count down in the ball game, you've got to be very selective. Take your walk if they'll give it to you.
That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
Swing and a high fly ball left field. Stanton makes the catch for the out. Matt Chapman up to the plate now. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. Step off throw to first. Adames back in on a dive.
I think you want to get a one-way lead, be very aggressive in the secondary. This hitter not a power guy, so you want to make sure that you can get some length on the secondary lead and perhaps score on a ball in the gap.
Next pitch is outside. Adames at first, 1 gone.
Well, you put good velocity in the head of the hitter. He's got to get it ready early and then change speeds. Keep him off balance. That's the goal.
Fights that one away. Still 1-2.
Now he's desperately looking for that swing and miss. He's going to have to just change speeds a little bit, try to move it around, create just a little bit of illusion at the end.
And that's down and away.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Runner takes off. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. About to see the 11th pitch of the at-bat here. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Swung on and fouled off, and he'll need a new bat. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Belly's been in a very giving mood today.
2 on, 1 out. Drew Gilbert, the next Giant to hit. Struck out swinging his first time. And fouled off. 1 out. Runners at first and second. Swing and a foul out of play. 2 on, 1 out. Outside. And the count 1-2.
1-2.
In the air, left side. Stanton is there. Pulls it down, and there's 2 gone. So digging in, Jung-Hoo Lee. Walked his first time. Swings through the fastball up in the zone.
0-1.
First and second, 2 down. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. And a swing and a miss. So he picks up his 6th strikeout. Back here at Oracle Park, new inning getting started. And stepping in for the Yankees, Anthony Volpe. Fouled off. He was late. And the 0-1. That's hard hit on the line. And a base hit right there. And a good start to the inning.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
There's Ryan McMahon now. There's the strike.
He's been known to jump all over the first pitch, so that seems like a missed opportunity right there.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Well, he didn't like those first two pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole. He's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
That one the other way, and it stays fair. Ramos hurries it back in, and it's now first and second to start the inning.
Back-to-back singles. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Grisham up for the third time here, watches that one miss. First and second here, no outs. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
Well, the hitter shows the pitcher that he's willing to go after that pitch down in the zone. So perhaps he'll come back to it. Still try to get that ground ball double play.
Got him! And that is a big first out. It's Aaron Judge now. Has grounded out a couple of times. Fouled off down the right side. Runners at first and second with one gone. Swing and a line drive, and that's a base hit into right field. Volpe scores. Runner holds at third, so just one across on the play.
Well done. Drives in the run. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Bellinger up to hit. And now the 0-1. And a foul ball. McMahon on third. Judge at second with one away. In the air, left field, down the line, base hit, one run is in. The throw in, tag, safe at home, and they lead by 4.
Good two-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some.
New arm for the Giants, number 77.
And something to be aware of, the long ball has been a little bit of a problem for him this year.
Next to hit, Ben Rice.
That's the ball.
First pitch misses. And that one is inside. Still only one out here in the inning. And that one hammered. That ball's carrying. And he brings it into the warning track.
It's a really good swing. He just didn't get quite enough of it to beat the wind. It's blowing in from right field right now.
Now here's Giancarlo Stanton. 1 for 2. That one outside. Ball 1. Fouled off left side.
A little early on that fastball. I'm sure the pitcher taking a note. Look for an off-speed pitch on this next one.
Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. And it hops over the wall for an automatic double.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise he put a great swing on it.
Squirts away a little bit. 2 aboard, 2 outs. And another ball.
Well, usually a high level of confidence when you're facing a young pitcher out there on the mound. In this situation, ahead 2-0. He's put himself in a really good spot.
Next offering is in for a strike. Outside with a breaking ball. 2 on 2 outs. Fouls one away, and now 3-2. Two on 2 outs. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Fly ball down the line. And that's a foul ball. Two outs. Swinging a foul ball at the plate. They'll do it again. Zips it across. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Now it's the second baseman, Christian Koss. There's a strike.
Well, these Giants showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. I'm exhausted from watching some of these at-bats. Lots of full counts and a ton of pitches with the starter still out there. They're taking up a lot of his energy. Boog, I can't even keep track of how many full counts we've had in this one. I've messed up my scorebook because there have been so many, and you know my scorebook is a work of art.
And a swing and a miss. Picks up strikeout number 7. Patrick Bailey, the next Giant to hit. He was a strikeout victim his first time. That one's upstairs, ball 1. The Yankees leading by 4. Last half of inning number 5. Fastball for a strike.
1-1.
And a foul ball. One down, base is empty. Towards first, Rice. Takes it to the bag, steps on first, and it's out number 2. Elliot Ramos, the next Giant to hit, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. And first offering is fouled off. Cut on and lifted in the air. Judge makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. And we're back, top of the 6th inning. And here's the catcher, Austin Wells. And the first offering, a fastball for a strike.
That missed. That's a ball.
Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. Nabs it, and there's one away. And the batter will be the shortstop, Anthony Volpe.
Shortstop, Anthony Volpe.
Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95.
There it was. 0-0. Here it is. Hit it. He gets a take. Gets ahead in the count.
Caught him looking for the K. And next for New York, Ryan McMahon. And that drops in for a strike.
First pitch changeup, he gets a called strike. You got to really know who that hitter is at the plate in order to throw that pitch again and again.
In the air, left field. Ramos on his way over, makes the grab, and that's the inning. New pitcher for the Yankees, number 31. He's been so good against lefties.
Number 31.
Here's Rafael Devers. Devers, the baby-faced assassin. That one is upstairs.
Way to lay off that fastball up right there. You're looking for something you see well that you can handle, but you also have to keep the discipline so that you're not popping up pitches that are just a little too high.
And Devers hits that one. He makes the grab, one away. And up next for the Giants, Willie Adames. That one's in there. Strike one. Base is empty, one away here in the bottom of the sixth. That misses, and the count is 1-2.
That's a really good job of laying off the 0-2 high fastball. Is going to make that pitcher really have to respect this hitter, even though he's behind in the count.
Here's the pitch to Adames. Swing and a ground ball. Throws to first, and they get Adames for the out. 2 outs, base is empty. Dominic Smith will hit next. 0 for 2 in this one. And that's through there for a strike. 0-1.
Dangerous spot for that slider right there. Didn't seem to quite finish out front and get that sharp break. Tell you what, he doesn't want to throw that pitch again.
1-1.
And that one hit to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Tristan Beck.
He's having a ton of success facing left-handed hitters this season, so this seems like a smart move to turn to him with a lefty at the plate.
So back to the top of the order. So the batter now will be Trent Grisham. And first offering is fouled off. Foul ball there. Swing and a miss, and he got him. 1 away. Here comes Aaron Judge. And that's a strike.
Well, I think that pitch surprised all of us. Right down the middle, doesn't get a swing. Not very often you see a hitter lay off a cookie like that.
Next offering is in for a strike. To third, and it goes just foul. Here's the 0-2. And ball one to Judge. They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away. On the ground to the left. And foul ball. One down, base is empty. And that's in the dirt.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Around first, heading for 2. In safely. It's a double and his second hit.
Nice at bat right there. Not just the result, but also seeing a lot of pitches made him really work out there on the mound. Wasn't able to elevate that one, but he sure hit it hard enough to get through the infield. There's not a whole lot of time for the defenders to react and try to make a play when it's ripped like that.
The first one to Bellinger is in for a strike. Oh, great stop. Gathers and throws, and that's a great play for the out.
Great cat-like reflexes right there. Lays out, knocks the ball down, and then fires with that rocket arm all the way across the diamond. Man, put this guy on the mound.
Now, Ben Rice.
He's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion, and he's in full speed.
Next offering is fouled back. Runner at second, 2 down. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Hit in the air, right field. And that is that. And here is Matt Chapman. That clips the corner.
Man, 91 on the slider right there. That's a hard one. That's a low-end fastball for some pitchers.
Base hit. That was smoked through the infield. And they have their first hit since the 3rd inning.
Now batting, the right fielder.
And now the right fielder, Drew Gilbert. Fastball in the inside corner for a strike.
Now, these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
Chapman gets his lead at first. Nobody out. Inside, just missed.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. With that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
And a 1-2 again. Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into center field. Chapman on his way to third. And they're at the corners with nobody out.
Back-to-back base hits. That can be a dangerous pitch if you don't get it inside enough, because as a hitter, you see it coming across the plate the whole way. No problem handling it and putting a good swing on it that time.
Lee in the box again. Takes a strike.
0-1.
2 runners in scoring position. Nobody out. Here's some fun facts about Jung-Hoo Lee. You look at the fact that he wears number 51. Not a shocker, but his favorite player growing up, Ichiro Suzuki. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Stretches out and hauls it in.
Oh, that's a frustrating at bat right there. Big opportunity and just missed it. I know he wanted to do some damage. Next guy will have to pick him up.
Haas, batting with 1 down, takes a strike.
No balls, 1 strike.
Grounds 1 to short. Volpe fires over to first. Now 2 away as they get a run across. Patrick Bailey, the next Giant to hit. That one finds the zone. Strike 1. That one hooked foul. Inside.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
1-2 the count. Swing and a miss. The velocity blasted it right past him. Matt Gage on a pitch out of the pen here.
And compared to a lot of other relievers, strikeouts have not been a big weapon for him this year, so the defense should be active.
Stanton leading things off and takes a strike. Just
No, that
missed.
missed. That's the ball.
Slice down the right side.
Well, he missed a hittable off-speed pitch right there. Not sure exactly with the timing. Sometimes you get a backup breaking ball. You're expecting it to make its move at the end. It never does, and you're tied up.
Jazz Chisholm Jr. stepping in now for the Yankees. And the
One
first
ball, no
offering
strike.
is not close. And there's a foul ball. On the ground to third. Whips it to first. 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the 8th. Austin Wells stepping in now for the Yankees. Ball one there.
1-0.
He swings and fouls one off. Yankees up by 3. And there's a strike on the outside corner.
Really good cutter that he's able to front door and back door. That pitch is devastating.
Just off the outside part of the plate.
Really nice slider right there, sweeping across the dish, but just couldn't hang the edge.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. 2 down, nobody on. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And it's a 3-up, 3 down inning. They hand the ball over to a new arm, Fernando Cruz.
Well, he's been a bit of a wild card out there in terms of throwing strikes. He's definitely struggled with free passes this year.
Ramos in the box now. No balls and a strike.
Pitching has been pretty dominant in this one, but you got to be careful. Not working with too big a lead. They could get right back in this ball game if you're not careful.
1-1.
And it's 1-1.
Got to keep things airtight defensively right here. On your toes, ready to make a play. If you can get this to the 9th with a 3-run lead, it should be a W.
And that's outside. 2-1. Fought off foul.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Next offering is outside. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. And it's Rafael Devers in the box. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Cruz, known as a guy with pretty lights out type stuff, racks up the strikeouts, but the command at times can elude him.
Yeah, and a manager in a situation like this type of pitcher has to stay alert and ready. He's got to make sure he's watching from pitch to pitch, hitter to hitter, to quickly get another reliever up in the bullpen if he needs to bring someone in.
The 2-1. And that lack of command, that's usually one of the things that leads guys to be converted from starter to reliever.
Yeah, and it's such a short stint when you compare the two roles, starting and relieving. You hope that guy can find strike one right away when he comes in.
One down, base is empty. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. On the ground to third. Oh, great stop. The throw. Got him. Nice play.
Third basemen have to be so quick with their first step reactions, hot shots like that. That's why they call it the hot corner. That's a perfect example, though. There's no way he gloves that one if he's not dialed in, anticipating something coming his way, staying on his toes every pitch. Really nice job to get back up, set himself, and make a strong throw across the diamond.
Adames in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. Next offering is in for a strike.
0-2.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Giants go in order. So they turn things over to the righty, Kai Ting. He pitched yesterday, and we'll see him once again. Anthony Volpe stepping in now for the Yankees. 1 for 3. And first offering is fouled off. And that is out of play. The shortstop takes a ball.
Oh, that's low. That's a ball.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Gets a piece and stays alive. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. That's inside. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Got him looking. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout. At the plate, Ryan McMahon. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Fastball for a strike. Base is empty, 1 away here at the top of the 9th. And it is 2-1.
Ball.
Nasty backdoor slider. There's really nothing you can do with that if you swing at it. So that's a good take by him.
Just off the outside edge. And that's ball 3. That's ball 4.
That's
Tried
ball
another
4.
fastball, but missed the spot. Back to the top of the order now. Now here's Trent Grisham. Pitch misses, and that's ball 1. McMahon leads off first with 1 away. Just missed. Can't find it here. That's 6 straight balls.
Hey-ha!
That one in there across the letters.
Count's full.
Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Man at first, 1 away. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
His ability to draw walks has been something that's been part of his career since day 1.
First and second, 1 out. Aaron Judge stepping in now for the Yankees. Ball one, no
1-0.
strikes.
Maybe losing command a little bit after the walk. Next pitch, not even close.
Here. 1 ball, 1 strike.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Good eye right there.
Well, he's not afraid to fall into a 2-strike count. Knows the strike zone very well, so much so that I think umpires will look at him and determine whether it's a ball or strike, if he swings or not.
Not close with that one. Counts full, 3-2. And they'll do it again. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball. And up to the plate comes Cody Bellinger.
No, he's been having a great year this year and hitting home runs at a good clip, and the matchup is very favorable.
And first offering is fouled off. Just off the inside edge. 2 outs. Couple of base runners at first and second. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Try to get him to chase on the changeup that time. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. First and second, 2 down. Stays alive. And there's a ball.
Count is full.
And that'll load the bases.
Well, the stage has been set for this offense, Boog. It's all about creating up.
So the Giants with a new pitcher on the hill, Keaton Wynn.
How'd you like this? Summoned from the bullpen, playing the Yankees, bases loaded.
Rice stands in now and watches strike one.
Got no problem with that take. First pitch from a reliever you haven't seen for a while. You want to make sure that you can pick up the release point.
And it's even up.
Oh, he's so good about trying to drive the ball to the opposite field gap in these situations. If he takes that approach, he could bust this game wide open.
That one ripped. Makes the grab, and that is that. So the closer summoned from the bullpen, David Bednar.
Well, he's been excellent against left-handed hitters this year, and that's his first test. This looks like a good move to the pin in terms of the matchup.
Smith in the box now as he leaves that one up high. Swing and a high fly ball right field. Grisham on the move, and he hauls it in, and a quick out, number 1. He's 2 outs away. Here's Matt Chapman. First pitch, and he just misses. The Yanks
1-0.
leading by 3 here in the last half of inning number 9. And another ball. Check swing, and he went. And it's 2-1.
2-1.
Next offering popped in the air, right field. Judge makes the catch, and there's 2 down. 1 out left for the Giants. Drew Gilbert, the next Giant to hit. Hit to right, and that should do it. He's got it. Ball game. The Yankees claim the win here behind some great pitching and defense.